Hi guys and welcome to Investor's Guide to the Galaxy. It's your host Alex Ionescu. Amazon is acquiring iRobot, the company that is manufacturing Roomba robot, for $1.7 billion. Beyond Imagination receives orders for 1,000 humanoid robots. Let's dive right into it. Amazon stock price today down 1%. Year to date down 18%. Past year down almost 17%. iRobot stock price today up 0.13%. Year to date down almost 13%. Past year down 31%. iRobot Corporation has a market cap of $1.61 billion. Lately the stock has gone down 72% and Amazon is interested in buying them. They are still growing revenue. Revenue in 2018 was $1.09 billion and in 2022, trailing 12 months, $1.56 billion. But lately they have a problem with profitability. Let's look at their website and their product line. Roomba robot vacuums, Brava robot mops, Iris by iRobot air purifiers, handheld vacuums, and this is what I find interesting, is that they have a membership from $29 a month. You get a Roomba robot and you pay monthly. This is in tone with what Amazon is doing with Prime. Yeah, so Amazon buying iRobot for the Roomba robot is good because they can add their robot to their Prime subscription sometime in the future.
Speaking of steps in a different direction or in the right direction, I'm looking at Amazon and specifically their purchase of iRobot. That's the company that makes Roomba, the famous robot vacuum cleaner that's been around seemingly forever, but really hasn't. Now, there's two reasons why this is an interesting deal outside of the fact that it's $1.7 billion and one of Amazon's largest acquisitions. The first is that it gets more people to want to sign up for Prime. That's what they do with all of their devices. The reason why they have an Echo speaker, an Echo smart screen, it's all about getting you to sign up for Prime because when you get a device like that, you use Prime Music, you can purchase items through Prime easier. So it all is basically just one big techno funnel to get you to be a Prime member. Now, the other thing that's interesting about this is that Amazon is now bringing robots in, but it's not their only robots that they'll have when the deal closes. They already have a robot called Astro. That's only available for purchase by invitation. It costs $9.99 right now if you do have an invitation, but eventually it will cost much more, $14.99 when you do buy it. There's been reviews of Astro. I haven't gotten to use it myself. A lot of people basically say it kind of doesn't really have its own purpose yet, but it is interesting. It can be a little bit frustrating at times. It does act as kind of a sentinel that can patrol your house at night. It will let you send things to other people in other rooms, things along those lines. But, it'll be interesting to see Amazon use the technology from Roomba and iRobot to improve its own robotic capabilities in the home.
Yeah, and perhaps a third reason, Dan, is they get their talons more in the consumer as they dive deeper into your home. This thing, to your point, Astro follows you around your home. It has Alexa built-in thermometers, built-in microwaves, and apparently the Ring camera as well. Quite frankly, a little bit creepy for the consumer that they are getting further into our home, Shauna. But iRobot, they are getting at an interesting time with revenue down 30% in the quarter. They just laid off 140 employees, so they're certainly buying them on a downside. Look like a pandemic darling. But I'm just curious your take, Shauna, on Amazon being in our homes with us.
Being in our homes, almost being in every aspect of our lives, right, Dave? I mean, they also recently announced the plans to acquire One Medical, pushing further into the healthcare space. Now plans here with iRobot, and we know they have made a number of acquisitions, to say the least, over the last couple of years. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it. And Hallie, I liked your explanation just in terms of the progress that they could potentially take with these robots. It is a little concerning. I'm still worried. I don't even have Alexa in my home, and I'm not really one of those people that are paranoid. I don't know, maybe I am. Maybe that reveals something about myself that I don't really know, but I don't know. It just makes me a little uncomfortable at
Global
this point.
dominance is
Yeah.
in their sights. Whole
Certainly.
Foods, they're going to have their own grocery store soon.
Some people are concerned about this acquisition. On Twitter, Ron Knox. Amazon today announced it would pay $1.7 billion to acquire iRobot, the company behind the Roomba robotic vacuum. It may be the most dangerous, threatening acquisition in the company's history. The first thing about this deal is that Roombas are very popular. There are more than 40 million of the robots in people's homes. For many, they've become an omnipresent and seemingly permanent part of their lives. No one wants to go back to pushing a vacuum around. Amazon's interest in buying a popular product like Roomba is obvious, but with its acquisition of iRobot, Amazon would get so much more. A rival product, a vast dataset, and a new way into people's homes and lives. First, this deal is bad even if you're only worried about whether the deal will hurt competition. Amazon's own devices include Astro Robot and its Echo devices do much of what the iRobot operating system does. This deal will take its biggest rival out of the market. Jeff Bezos has said that Amazon wants to buy its way to dominance. By snatching up Roomba and pairing it with its fast monopoly powered fueled by its Prime system, it would do just that. There may be other smart vacuums today, but there won't be once Amazon owns Roomba. How does Amazon use Roomba to win the home robot market? It uses the same predatory pricing scheme on Roomba that it uses to sell Echo and Kindle and so on. It can predatorily price its competition out of the market, gaining a monopoly in the process. It's the Amazon way. This is also a straight-up data acquisition. The most advanced versions of Roomba collect information about your house as they clean. It knows where you keep your furniture, the size of each room, and so on. It's a vacuum and a mapping device. This would allow Amazon, the company that wants to know everything about American consumers, where we live, how we shop, what we eat, on and on, to buy a company with perhaps the most data on the size, shape, and layout of the inside of our homes. From a privacy perspective, this is a nightmare. From an antitrust perspective, this is one of the most powerful data collection companies on earth, acquiring another vast intrusive set of data. This is how privacy concerns and antitrust go hand in hand. When the company that has its cameras and microphones in your speakers and your doorbells, your security cameras tries to buy the company that knows the shape and contents of your home, it's bad in all the ways. Last thing, if the agencies believe this is a vertical merger, and as I said, I think there are key anti-competitive horizontal elements here too, they should challenge it as such, even if the case law is bad and winning would be hard. Some people commenting on this thread, if it's in 10% of houses, that's a fair statistical sample to say start comparing your buying and consumption habits against space and kinds of furniture in your house. Build that database up and it's a huge competitive advantage over companies who don't have access to that data. They will be in a position to know what you might want to buy before you know yourself. Think the famous cases of companies using loyalty cards to market baby products to people based on changes to their buying habits and vitamin supplement purchases before they were pregnant. Some are not concerned at all and are having fun with the robot. And speaking of robots, the humanoid robots market is booming. Beyond Imagination receives order for 1,000 humanoid robots. Robotics innovator Beyond Imagination has entered into an agreement with Self Labs to provide at least 1,000 humanoid robots for use in agricultural grow boxes. This is believed to be the largest deal of its kind. Self and Beyond are announcing a partnership to develop automated off-the-grid grow boxes. Each box will be equipped with solar panels, windmills, atmospheric water generators, 5G, and an advanced version of Beyond Imagination Beomni robot with its omni-purpose AI brain. The deal with Self represents one of the largest agreements to purchase humanoid robots in the world. According to a recent report by Markets and Markets, the humanoid robotics market will reach an estimated of $17.3 billion by 2027, registering an annual growth rate of about 73.5% between 2022 and 2027. Each grow box will be connected to a Self Labs powered trivia-based simulation game called Cultivate Coin, which allows users to choose a role, learn about farming and the growing process, learn how to operate a grow box business, earn rewards, and most of all, take part in the growing process virtually. The Beomni Omni-Purpose AI-powered humanoid robots supplied by Beyond will work autonomously inside of the boxes to tend to the growing crops. The boxes will run on solar energy and by using atmospheric water generator technology will not require any outside sources of power or water, making them self-sufficient. No wonder Tesla is building their own humanoid robot. Look at the CAGR, compounded annual growth rate prediction for the humanoid robot market. 63.5% between 2022 and 2027. And I think this prediction is far off because no one in the space made a functional practical robot till now. I think Tesla will achieve this in a couple of years and the market for this will explode. People now need workforce but can't get it. When robots function as humans do, this humanoid robot market will explode. Their prediction is conservative, but still a very high CAGR. What do you think of Amazon acquisition? Are you concerned about privacy from Amazon devices in your homes? Or do you like the added value more that they bring to your life? I'd like to know your opinion on all of this. Please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that other people like you see this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos. See you next time.